Okay, so the front end of the 95 Volvo is going to get a set of Grote LED driving lights. And this is kind of where I got the layout right now. That's a template of the light. It's kind of centered on where the knockouts are. I think it's gonna work. The only thing, yeah, as we all know, profile's not flat. The only thing that I'm really worried about is right here, one of the mounting screws. And I've test fit as best I can without actually making a cut, and it looks like it's just going to clear everything, so that's going to be nice. No real big problems. Anybody has any idea how to fix these guys? That'd be great information, because there's really not enough body. I don't know if I can get the camera in there. Really not enough body to even get like a sheet metal screw or re-rivet it. Looks like it was just plastic melted, so I might use my plastic weld kit. See if I can't get that fixed. Yeah, that's where we're at right now. Okay, so a few minutes with the body saw, or an air saw, and the cuts are ugly. Really, really ugly, because it heats up so the plastic melts. And it's going to take quite a bit of work with the file. But I know it's hard to tell now because my lines weren't very deep to begin with, or very dark to begin with, but I stayed mostly to the inside of my lines to give me a little bit of wiggle room so that I can clean up, file out, and hopefully get these guys mounted. Coming back and looking at it, I do think that, let me get to the right side, I do think that bringing the light mounts are going to be tricky. I'm thinking about coming off of the bumper in this area, come out, and then clear this, but I don't know. The lights themselves are pretty shallow. I might end up having to try to mount them in here, but I'm not really, that idea doesn't really hit on a whole lot for me. So we'll burn that bridge when we get there. So it did end up just clearing that screw. I think I'm going to take a file to it and just knock the tip down a little bit. I am going to end up just mounting it into this lip here because it's just convenient, it's easy, and sometimes I'm just lazy. Most of the time I'm just lazy. Gonna end up running the full trim ring on it. Not super happy about that, but just with the compound and everything in the air dam, it just didn't want to line up as flush as I would have liked. Probably going to end up with like some sticky foam tape in between to cover the gap because it'll compress. It shouldn't distort the air dam too much, and with the two bolts there and the two bolts there, it'll definitely hold itself in place. It won't be a big deal. And that's about as far as we've gotten so far. Okay, so this is the final test fit. No, I don't have the trim ring bolted in, just the screws set. Yeah, they're not, $40 a piece billet aluminum fancy brackets, but they get the job done. They keep the light level. Added some little speed nuts here. Had to trim away a little bit of plastic to get this one in place, but they're in. Stainless steel hardware. Probably put some blue Loctite on everything just to have it, a little extra protection. I got some extruded star washers on the pivot points. Let's see, and yeah, so I don't know. A lot of people seem to be very unhappy with it on the groups, but I wasn't big on the trim ring, but just with the way it has to sit with that curvature and everything, I didn't like the recess without it. So I went with it. I've still got to figure something out to do with the gap. I'm thinking a little foam tape will help hide that. But if not, I guess I will template and shape an aluminum bracket, and we'll see what happens when this is over.